What's going on YouTube? It's Brayzon back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys here today. I'm going to be going over which players to pick up from week 3 of the NFL 100 promo. So that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Coming in at number 8, there was 8 players that came out this weekend, is Devin Hester, really just because he doesn't do anything for your team except for kick and punt return. He does have that 94 speed. If we go ahead and compare him to my receivers, we will see he's a lot worse in pretty much every catching stat. He does have speed on all of them. But then we check Tyreek, who's kind of a burner the same. He still even has better catching traffic, and route running than this Devin Hester. Devin Hester, all he literally is going to have is these returns. He's got 86 carrying, so that's pretty good. And then he's got obviously really high kick returning and all these jukes and stats and things like that. You know, that's really the only reason. If you have the coins, feel free to go ahead and get him. He might have a Ravens cam. I don't remember if he played for the Ravens. I feel like he did. And if you get that Ravens cam, it's going to be pretty powerful this year as of right now because, you know, there's a lot of players that have played for him. I think Shannon Sharp might have played for the Ravens. I'm not 100% on that either. But if you get those two, you know, you can get, obviously, Jonathan Ogden. I don't know if he's in the game, but he will get a card most likely. He usually does. And then you have the Lamar Jackson, Ed Reed, Rod Woodson, all these cards so you can kind of boost up that cam a little bit higher and things like that. So that being said, coming in at number 7, personally, I'm going to say it's Willie Brown. So we're going to go ahead and go over here to the cornerback. And obviously you can see he's the lowest, priced corner. The reason I think Willie Brown is he's pretty good. He's a little bit slow. Not a little bit slow, but he is, not that fast. Play rec's pretty good. Man's pretty good. Zone's pretty good. And then press is pretty good. But just for, the other corners that came out this week as well, I would say he's the 3rd best. So that's why I have him so low on the list. Obviously, he's going to be one of the best corners. If you have him as your number 3 slot corner, that's probably your best bet. Or maybe your number 4. He might be a little bit worse than Night Train. But personally, all my corners, I'm not going to go ahead and actually get those. I might sell Denzel Ward to get Rod Woodson. Just because Rod Woodson does have that Ravens cam. As we see, actually Dion has that Ravens cam as well. So yeah, there is a lot of Ravens corners that you can get that will really help boost that Ravens cam if that's what you're going with. So that's why I have him so low. Obviously, like I said, he's probably the best number 3 corner, maybe number 4 if you want Night Train or something like that. But, he is really good, just not necessarily someone that I'm going to, probably get on my team. So coming in at number 6 is going to be kicker Adam Vinatieri. So the reason I have Adam Vinatieri so low is just for the fact he's so expensive. He has 92, 94. If we go here to, I believe the highest kickers are 90, 91s. So let's just go here real quick. And the best one is going to be Justin Tucker, which is 90, 90. So hopefully it'll load up right here and we can show you guys right here, 115,000, 90 kick, 90 accuracy. If we go even to Stenard, who's the Redux, we see 91, 85, and then obviously Joey Slight is 90 and 86. So, Vinatieri is obviously a lot better. But is he worth the 700,000? Is he worth 7 times for like 2 kick power and 4 accuracy? If you have the coins, of course, it's better. But if you don't have the coins, I would probably say no. Just stay away from him for the time being. And that's another reason I have Ray Guy, who's coming in next on the list, ahead of him. And the reason I have Ray Guy ahead of him is even though he's a lot cheaper because he is a punter, and punters, don't really do much. But he's got 94, 91. If we go check out the next closest punter, we'll see that there's really not a lot of punters even in the game. So let's go ahead and go. I believe 90, 91 will be the highest punters as well. So Morstead right here, 89, 89. And then Brett Kern, 92, 86. And then obviously the lower Ray Guy is a 90, 88. So there's not a lot of punters in the game. There's a lot more kickers. There's really like no other punters besides these 3 that I think I see. So Ray Guy is, 94 kick power. And punting, I feel like kick power is actually pretty important. Maybe even more important than kicking, just because, if you do have to punt, you don't want to get really bad field position. You do want to give yourself a good field position. So that's what I would have to say about that. So coming in at number 4 is going to be Ronnie Lott. So he is actually the free safety. He is going for, I guess, 1 million coins right now, which there's not a lot of them here. Over the weekend, obviously, they will drop. Personally, I know he is at free safety, but I think Ed Reed's better than him. And even though Ed Reed's a strong safety, now that you can like change their primary position or so that you can still get the chems, I would say get Ed Reed. 90 speed, 92 excel, 89 tackling, 89 play rec, 90 pursuit, 83 man, 92 zone, and 95 hit power. You will not go wrong with Ronnie Lott. He's obviously going to be better than my Dawkins. We can't compare him, unfortunately, to my Pat Tillman, which Pat Tillman's kind of comparable, but Pat Tillman's obviously a little bit faster, and there's no reason to get rid of Pat Tillman because he is that MUT master. So I'm going to be keeping Pat Tillman. I'm not planning on moving him. Like I said, I think Ed Reed's better, just because Ed Reed's a ball hawk once he gets a pick too, he has a way better chance of, running it back. So we'll check out right here. We could see 81 catching is pretty good, and then his juking and stuff like that is not that high. I mean, it's in the 70s and 80s, so it's not low, but it's not that high either. You see someone like Dawkins has a better spin and juke. And it's kind of important if you do get picks, you want to get good field position, run it back as far as you can. And getting someone that can kind of almost be like a returner that, you have out there, and he's a ball hawk, it's pretty good to have, in my opinion. Not necessary. You don't have to have it. It's not necessary. But my personal opinion, I like having someone that can run after they get the pick. So that's why I have him coming in at number 4. So coming in at number 3, it's really like 2A, 2B. So it's Dion and Rod Woodson. So they both can get the Ravens chem if you power them up. So if we go ahead and we compare Dion, he's obviously going to be better than my Dion that I have in pretty much everything. He's got that 95 speed. So that's where Dion really makes his money. 95 speed, 95 excel, 95 agility, 94 man, 91 zone. So the only thing that Dion is really bad at that's kind of unfortunate is the fact that he can't press. So my personal opinion, I'm getting rid of Denzel Ward. I'm probably going to sell Denzel Ward and get Rod Woodson. Just because, once again, he does have a Ravens cam. And Denzel Ward, honestly, doesn't really do that good for me. And I need another outside corner. Just because Champ Bailey is my number 2 corner right now. And he's not really that great. He's only got 86 zone. So if I get one more good corner, that would probably be best for me. So that's probably what I'm going to plan on doing pretty soon, is getting that Rod Woodson, which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys his stats. This is why I say 2A, 2B. They're pretty comparable. It really depends on what you want. Obviously, Dion has a lot slower tackling as well. So we see here Rod Woodson is going to be a lot slower. His excel is 93, 94 agility, 92 man and 90 zone, 90 play rec, 90 jumping, but he does have that 85 press, so his press is a lot better than Dion's. Once you start getting to the mid 80s, it's at least decent enough to really do some damage with. And once again, he also is a Ravens player, so that's why I really want him, because that Ravens chem is probably going to give me a really big boost, to be completely honest. If I can get that Ravens chem, it's probably going to do a lot for me. So as you see, those are the corners I'm working with, and Rod Woodson definitely will fit into that scheme. He's just as fast as this Denzel, I don't have any chems on either, so that's one of the reasons I do want to sell him, get rid of him, and then move on from there. Champ, not that great. You see, he's all right, but he's going to get a better card. That's the only reason I want to keep Champ, is because obviously he is a Legends card, so we assume he's going to get another one. And then I don't even use Jalen. I use Darius Slay, which Darius Slay has 92 zone and 90 speed, so he's pretty good. And then Rod Woodson also, I believe, should be a really good tackler. So 70 tackling is pretty high for cornerbacks. If we go ahead and check out everyone else's, we see Dion is 54, Denzel's is 52, 70 from Champ, 66 from Jalen, and then 63. So, I mean, it is on the higher side of tackling as well, which is really good if you have him as your outside corner, because he's on the field at all times. So, especially with these people running like NFL 100, Eric Dickersons and things like that, better tackler probably will be good. So, coming in at number 1 on the list, this is my personal opinion. Once again, none of these cards are really bad. The only one I would say that's really bad is just Devin Hester, because he's only for kick and punt returns pretty much. Which I think they should actually bring out cards that are purely kick and punt return, but that's besides the point. So he is a strong safety. Let's go ahead and compare him to the Pat Tillman. So we see he's faster than Pat Tillman. His excel is better. His tackling's a lot lower. Play rec's a lot lower. Pursuit's a lot lower. His man and zone are higher, and then his hit power is lower. So I actually have Adrian Amos starting at free safety. So as you can see, Amos has 1 less speed, 2 less excel, tackling's 4 lower, his play rec's better, his pursuit's a little bit better, his man, zone, and hit power are lower. And then, like I said, Ed Reed is a ball hawk after he gets the pick. So 82 catching compared to Amos 62. His catching's 10 better, or sorry, his carrying's 10 better. And then we'll see if we move down here to jumping's better. He could kick return also if you want to do that there. But look at these stats: elusiveness 90, ball carry vision 90, spin move 85, juke move 87. So those are what I was talking about. Right now, I have Adrian Amos actually starting at strong safety. I have him out of position. I put that chem on him so he could be a free safety. But imagine if I go ahead and put this Ed Reed. It's going to be a huge upgrade in that position, in my opinion. That's why I think he's the best. And he also has the Ravens chem, which once again, that's really huge for him to have the Ravens chem. Just because Ravens are one of those teams right now. Lamar Jackson's a quarterback that a lot of people like using. And you can get Ravens chem pretty easily. Maybe not 30 if you don't want to, go crazy, but you can get it pretty easily with some of these cards, especially some of these really good cards with Dion and Rod Woodson and things like that. So that being said, guys, let me know down below what you guys think, what players you guys are planning on picking up and everything like that. As you can see, I don't have a lot of coins. I don't know who I'm going to try to pick up first. It's kind of hard. Ed Reed's the best on my list, but personally, I still need to upgrade the middle of my defensive line, so I might just have to go grab Mean Joe Green and deal with like my safeties and corners later. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure it out. We'll go ahead and see with that. But leave a like if you guys did enjoy this video. Subscribe, turn on that post notification bell, and as always, I will see you guys next time.